Madridistas, what is happening, guys? Happy Monday to you. Shout out to my guy, The Football Matrix, coming on the channel, mate. Appreciate you, my guy, coming on. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to The Football Matrix. Link is pinned in the title of this video, in the description, everything like that. Very much appreciate my guy, The Football Matrix, coming onto the channel. And subscribe to me, too, if you haven't already. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers. Very much appreciate it. Like the stream, hype the stream if you're watching in the replay. We just beat Villarreal this past weekend, which is not something that is easy for Real Madrid to do. It is only 2 in the last 9 times we've been there in Laliga that we've actually beaten them. 3 now? Is it 3? I thought it was only 1 in the last 8 and then 2 in the last 9.
Three win. That was our.
Was that a third?
Big up, Daddy. Thank you so much for having me on, brother. First, as always, need to show respect to Daddy. No, third win since 2017. That was the third win.
But maybe we're counting like Copa del Rey or something like that too. Maybe that's what I'm counting in there.
Away games at Villarreal since 2017. That was the third Real Madrid victory.
Maybe the stat I saw was for La Liga only. Either way, difficult for us to be winning there, but we get the win. We have Benfica coming up this week, midweek Champions League game, which is a must-win game for Real Madrid. Lots to discuss, man. Let's just start it off with this weekend's game. You know, Arbeloa ball is what I joked about with you too on your halftime show. And, you know, we saw a demolition by Real Madrid against Monaco. And we saw something a little bit different, but I took a lot of positive away from that game. But I want to hear from you, Matrix. What was your thoughts on that game, though, as a whole, man?
The Monaco one or the Villarreal?
The Villarreal this weekend.
The Villarreal, again, the performance itself, I wasn't so happy with the performance. Like, again, defensively, we got lucky a couple of times, especially with that free kick. Villarreal, everybody's sleeping, including the goalie. So that should have been 1-1 there. And if they had scored, I don't think that we would have won that game. So we got a bit lucky as well. But if you remember, we done a collaboration on my channel earlier as well. We previewed the game. And I told you, I don't really care about the performance. Right now, in the situation that we are in, okay, Dali, the most important thing is to collect the 3 points. If we had dropped points against Villarreal, I think that the title race would have been over by now. At least, I'm just happy that even we play ugly, we can still get over the line and get the 3 points, because La Liga is 38 games, okay? Not every victory is going to be dominant and, I don't know, flashy, beautiful football like Monaco. You're going to go travel to this type of stadiums like Villarreal away, Real Betis away. It's going to be a scrappy game. It's going to be a difficult game. But if you can get out of those grounds with 3 points, then it's a massive step. Because let's be honest, that a lot of Barcelona fans, okay, they really thought that it's a trap game for Real Madrid. And let's be honest, we were not so confident either, because we know we usually don't do well at the Villarreal away. And now back-to-back season, we have beaten them there. Last season 2-1.
True.
This season 2-0. Kiki Lotin.
Hey.
Yeah.
You got 4 goals.
4 goals in 2 seasons away against Villarreal. Big up Kylian Mbappé, even though his performance, in my opinion, was poor. But again, you can be poor as long as you do the job and we win. I can't be complaining.
Hey, if poor performance for him is 2 goals, I will take it. I didn't think overall, I didn't think he had the best game in the world out there. I still think there's a lot of things I wish he could do better. With that being said, I think we have to understand he gets a scrappy goal in the box there, bounces off a defender, earns the penalty, right? And then, you know, confidently, I still don't understand taking that Panenka and saying, dedicating it to Brahim Diaz or whatever, saying, for you, my brother. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
why are you reminding Brahim Diaz? You doing it in his face too. I don't know, man. I don't care. I don't really care about individuals, okay? Of course, I feel bad for Brahim. I don't wish any player to experience this type of stuff. But again, brother, I'm not Moroccan, okay? Big up Morocco, but I'm not Moroccan, brother, okay? I'm Madridista. I care about Real Madrid. I don't care who takes the penalty. As long as that ball hits the back of the net, I'm going to be happy. Now it's Panenka, or you just smash it in. I don't care. I just want the goal. That's the only thing that I worry about right now.
Yeah, I feel the same. I don't take care if Thibaut Courtois is taking the penalty kicks. Just put it in the back of the net for me. I literally don't care. I just thought it was kind of funny and kind of kind of a psychopath kind of thing to do, to be like Ray. Like Brahim kind of went through it that day because Pape, I think it's like Gay or something like that, was one of the players that they from Senegal that they actually showed before the game. He's like, okay, great, and then he does. I don't know.
And
Brahim
the cameraman,
the cameraman,
cameraman is like Brahim Diaz. Come, brother.
Yeah, crazy.
Let's take a photo, okay?
Yeah, just troll job out there by us. But I mean, again, I'm happy with the result, and I think a lot of people actually did pretty good that game, especially when we had no Tchouaméni in that one too. I think that's the thing. A lot of people, we hadn't won so far this season without Tchouaméni. A lot of draws in there. Tchouaméni, of course, was suspended in that game. I don't know when it like the cutoff happens, but I believe they said if Vini Jr. would have picked up a yellow card in that one, he would have been suspended too. So I don't know when that gets erased. Do you know when that gets erased? The yellow card, like accumulation of them?
I'm not sure, to be honest, about that one. But him as well. He had moments in the game where he was very poor. Like we could have gone through in the first half with an amazing opportunity. Kylian all the way through. Was it Kylian or Vini all the way through? And you're looking at the replay and the guy is just pushing. And
it was Vini.
Brother, I don't want to see my players doing this type of stuff. We need to just focus on winning, okay? Don't let the opposition team rattle you. Don't let the opposition fans get into your head. You need to keep your head into the game, okay? You are one of the players that we are looking at right now, and we are saying you need to be one of the leaders out there and get us over the line. Look at the level of confidence that the manager is just showing in you, okay? Forget about us fans. Just look at the manager. The manager is talking about you like you're over even CR7, mama. Yeah. So I don't want to see this type of stuff. But again, I'm not complaining. We won and we move on. That's it. Trap game over. We walk out of that stadium 3-0. Now, everyone can complain about the performance. Does it look like I care, brother? No. Somebody was in my chat. He was like, I feel sad for you. We watch football because we enjoy the excitement. I was like, Mabara, were you here last season? Yeah. Did you see the season that I had last season? Do you really think I'm sitting here right now and I'm saying, oh, I'm mad at the game because we didn't play beautiful football? Mabara, we just beat Villarreal away. I'm telling you, this is a true trap game for Real Madrid.
It is. Yeah.
Every season, even with Cristiano and these players, we were struggling at that ground. I'm going to be sitting here celebrating 2-0, clean sheet. Come on now, brother. Yeah, Don't be complaining. Don't be salty. Let us have our moment too.
I'm taking it. That's the team. I mean, they're in fourth now because of the loss, but they still have a game in hand. That's the thing you have to remember. But that's a tough game, and we swept them this year, so I'm happy about it. We move on to Benfica midweek, which, in my opinion, is a must-win game. If you drop points here, you are risking not only now having to go play out in the playoffs, which is just more games for these Madridistas to be playing, but you're risking not even getting that far in the Champions League too, depending on the draw. And so away day to Benfica, a lot of storylines going into that. Of course, Alvaro Carreras going against his former team that we just got him from. We also have Arbeloa going against his former manager, and Mourinho going against Real Madrid. So lots of interesting, storylines kind of going into that game. But what's your thoughts, mate, early on about that game?
I think we're going to have a lot of drama in the game. There is, come on, man. This is Jose Mourinho. I know him like a back of my hand. Okay, like a palm of my hand. I know Jose Mourinho. This guy, even if he sees he's losing, he's going to be bringing on some shenanigans. We already know about him. But I have a lot of love for Jose Mourinho. Thank you so much for everything he done for the club. Okay, and we got all Madridistas. We're gonna regard him highly because he broke our 3 years trophy drought because we had gone 3 seasons straight without even winning a single trophy. Okay, and he finally came to Real Madrid and he put the foundation for Carlo Ancelotti. Like Jose Mourinho he was very unlucky to not win the Champions League with Real Madrid, especially in the season 2011-2012. And I truly believe that we were the best team in the world that season. We won the Laliga with record 100 points. First team ever to break the 100 points. And then we broke the goal record in La Liga history as well that season. We scored the most goals during one season as a team. Only the front line with Ronaldo, Benzema, and Higuain, those three together had over 100 goals that season. 140 something goals, I believe, or something like
Mad.
so. I'm telling you, I have a lot of love for Jose Mourinho, but again, it's nothing personal. I think that we still should be able to grab the victory over there as well. Even though I think Benfica are gonna put up a fight, they usually do well at home as well. They are a good team at home, but I hope that we can grab maybe 2-1, 3-1, and secure the third place, and that's it, go through.
That's what I want. That's what I want. I mean, the thing with Benfica, I'm going to probably watch a game tonight before I make my preview on them too, because I haven't been watching them that much. And then also the fact that they got Mourinho midway through the season, it's been a little bit different compared to what it started at. So that's the thing. Now, they still technically have a shot to make the top 16, to make the playoffs. Now, they'd have to beat Real Madrid and probably have a couple things go their way. So they still have something to play for. I think that's the thing that we have to remember. When you look at like Arsenal's playing Kairat Almaty. Almaty's been out of it for like the past 2 weeks, so they have nothing to really play for. But Benfica, they still do. So, I mean, looking at that team overall, I mean, there's a couple of players that I'm like, okay, like I can see some talent on this team. Now, will it actually happen? I don't know. But having to travel to Portugal and play at Benfica is also a tough away day for Real Madrid. But any result for me, I'd be happy with in terms of a win. 1-0, 2-0, 3-2, 5-1. I don't care. Just give me the win. Give me the top 4 guaranteed, hopefully top 3, and we move on. And if that would happen, that would mean we only have to play 4 games in the month of February, since unfortunately we did get knocked out of Copa del Rey, but that would mean we can have some rest. Hopefully we can kind of start getting some players back healthy. I'm talking to Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm talking to Rudiger, maybe even Militao, maybe toward the later end of the month. You don't think Militao yet?
No, I think earliest for Militao is going to be end of March. This is what I think. He has serious injury, and I saw the reports today. They say he's still far away from recovery. But we already knew it when he got injured in December. That they said that he's going to be out until April. So basically, the season is going to be done in April, or who knows, brother. But
FOTMob's not the best sometimes when it comes to it. It says tendon injury expected early February, but you never know. I mean, Mbappé
I would take it.
I mean, I would take it too.
But we are dying for defenders, Dali. We are crying for defenders, but
right now, I saw a sheet. It was on the Athletic, and it showed like all the center backs that we have and like their availability. And it's like once one is back, one is unhealthy immediately. One is gone for a couple of weeks, and we just have not.
And if someone comes back, he's even good.
Yeah, that's the
like
thing.
You're telling me, even come to me right now and tell me, yes, David Alaba is back fully healthy. You think I want to see that guy out there playing for Real Madrid?
Of course not.
2026, my friend, 2026. You still think I want to see David Alaba out there in the Champions League in a must-win game against, for example, Benfica? I don't trust Dean Huijsen and Raul Asensio, but trust me, brother, I believe in them more than David Alaba, at least. Okay.
I know you're kind of anti Raul Asensio, and I'll be honest, I kind of like him. I kind of like him a little bit. I don't know.
Look. Everything that I'm saying, okay, I have a reason for that. If you play well, I'm gonna give you credit, okay, and if you don't do well, I'm gonna call you out, okay. I don't sugarcoat none of these players. Last season, he was our best defender, okay, simple. He was our best defender the whole season since he breakthrough into the team. He was our best and the most consistent player. He started this season terribly, and in some moments he's been shaky. But last couple of performances, I give it to him. He's done well. If he can carry on, then I would just keep him there. But again, I would love to upgrade in the summer. I think we still can get better center back than him as an option in the squad. I don't mind to have Asensio there. He's young and he's from our academy too, He's still like 22, 23 years old. He's not that old. He has many years to play still. So I would keep him, but I don't know about starter, brother.
I think that's fair. You know what he kind of reminds me of? And maybe, I don't know, this might be...
If you tell me Sergio Ramos, I'm leaving the life right now.
I was going to say Nacho Fernandez. He gives me Nacho vibes a little. In terms of like... We took him from Castilla, you know what I mean? and he was a part of Real Madrid for a long, long time. He eventually became kind of, captain material and everything like that. What I'm saying is he was a serviceable option at times.
Yes.
He was never somebody who was like the starter week in, a week out until kind of the end of his reign there, at Real Madrid. If he could become Nacho at Real Madrid, I would take it. I think that, but like a better version of Nacho. I don't know. Is that a crazy thing?
If you really look into it, they are basically similar type of profile of a center back, or I just call them a defender, because you look at him, he's not the biggest center back out there. He just like Nacho, he can play as a right back sometimes too. He slots in as a right back to Asensio. So I don't know, man. He can be a useful option, but once again, I want to see world class defenders out there. I'm tired of having a weak back line. Real Madrid, we have been having weak backline, even in the season that we won the league and the Champions League with Nacho and Rudiger. I still feel like that backline was weak. Yeah. When we came to the knockout stage, okay, Mendy and these people, they stepped it up. But again, I feel like we can upgrade there, okay? And I really hope that Florentino Perez is gonna actually put his hand into his pocket and sign someone in the summer, because it's about time that we sign a defender now, a big boy defender, okay? Florentino Perez has to wake up and realize this is today's market. The players are going for this type of money.
Yeah. No, I still definitely, I want us to go get a center back out there, 100%. I'm just saying, I think Raul Asensio can be a serviceable option in the future for us. I looked up, just to compare it to Nacho was 5'11" and Asensio 6 foot. So around the same build, you know what I mean? I rate Asensio's pace, but I mean, of course, I still want us to go get more center backs and stuff, especially when you have the likes of a Rudiger, Militao, and Alaba that you can't even trust anymore because of injuries. You need it. It's not even like, oh, this is what I would like. It's a requirement now at Real Madrid, in my opinion. But something, I mean, appreciate everybody hopping in here too, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button for us. Subscribe to both myself and Matrix if you haven't already. I appreciate it. And guys, let us know too. Be a part of the chat. Let us know if you have any questions, everything like that. We'll try to get to it. A couple of things I want to be talking about. But one thing, I haven't even mentioned it really. Shout out to my guy, King C. Savage. Hey, Dalia Matrix, big up to you. Have you heard that Trent is leaving your club? There's been news that he is leaving your club. Okay. I'll just be honest. I don't believe that, even a little bit. So I haven't talked about it. I mean, Matrix, do you believe that he's actually leaving the club?
Until I hear it from Fabrizio Romano, I'm not going to be trusting this type of stuff. And I need to also get this one in. I don't really care, okay? Guys, look at my face. I don't really care. It's just a right back. We pay 10 million euros. If you have any doubt of playing for Real Madrid, leave. It's not like he's Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm going to be sitting here and crying. But it's just a right back. If you want to leave, just leave, brother, okay? And we're going to make profit. And here he says what? Alexander Arnold is excited about his future at Real Madrid. He want to showcase his level. But, brother, you need to stay fit, though. I swear, look, Daddy, I have no connection with Trent because I've barely seen him play for Real Madrid. How can I have any connection with you, my brother? I've seen 4 or 5 games of you in the Real Madrid jersey, and we are in January, almost February 2026. So I don't have any. If that's a right back that we have signed with all of the hype and he's only going to be injured, then maybe it's a good idea to sell him anyways and get the right back that is usable at least, brother.
That's fair. I mean, that's according to Madrid Extra, apparently quoting Fabrizio Romano and everything like that. That's kind of how I feel. And if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, I will tell you things that I believe are as news and things that are rumors. I think that is a rumor, not something I would believe in. Okay, I could make a video every single day about Real Madrid rumors, who we could be signing. You know, Haaland coming tomorrow, Cristiano Ronaldo coming back, Neymar coming to. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. If we want to talk rumors, I will answer the rumors. But
Pele is coming back to life, brothers, and putting on that Real Madrid jersey. Rest in peace to Pele.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I will keep it 100 on here. Trust me, I could make a video every single day if I wanted to. I just don't want to because I don't think it's valuable. I do feel the same with you though, Matrix, about Trent, and I don't really have a connection with him just because he hasn't played that much at Real Madrid. You know, whenever we've heard from Barcelona fans saying, "Oh, how much you spent," I'm like, I forget that we even signed him just because every single time he's plays 2 games, then he's out for 2 months. He plays a game, out for a month. And I'll be honest, I was pretty skeptical of him coming into Real Madrid. I have always said, and I remain firm, that if between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Reece James, I've always preferred Reece James. I think he's a more complete right back. I like him more.
Yes, but
Now, go for it.
him as well.
It
You
hurt.
can't trust him
Yep,
physically. I'm
exactly.
sick to death of seeing injury-prone players in Real Madrid, and especially in that back line. I'm done with having injury-prone defenders, okay? I'm done with it now. Sign players that are available. Even if he's not Reece James level, at least get a guy that I know he's going to be there and play football, okay? Even if you are Ronaldinho and Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo combined, if you're injured all the time, there is no use of you in the club. As simple as that. But people telling me Trent, he can be amazing asset. Oh yeah, amazing passes. Okay, well, passing what? He's passing in the physio room. This is where he's passing. He ain't passing on that. He ain't passing on that pitch.
True.
I haven't seen that guy pass on that pitch. That guy don't even put on these football boots, bro. He's just chilling in the physio room with the staff. He ain't playing football.
That's how I feel too. I mean, whenever we're linked with all these people who are so injury prone, the same thing goes with Rodri. I've seen all the links of Rodri for 100 million to Real Madrid. I'm like, I don't want him. I don't think he's
100 euros maybe, yeah, with the form that
Yes.
he's been on. 100 euros.
Maybe for
This
100
is Rodri,
euros.
yeah? This is what happens to you when you go and rob a Ballon d'Or, my brother. You see your career done. Well deserved as well, Rodri. Don't cry your heart out, my brother. Go enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The thing when it comes to me though with Trent, it's like one of my issues too is the injury history. You know, when he was coming from Liverpool when we were signing him that year, he was hurt a lot coming out of Liverpool. And so him coming to Real Madrid, I've always been concerned, and I'll just be honest with everybody too, and with you, Matrix. I think he'll be a flop signing, to be honest. I think he's going to continue to be hurt, and he's going to be one of those what ifs. What if he was healthy? What if we got the full potential of Trent Alexander-Arnold? I don't know. And realistically, I mean, if you could tell me we could go sell him for 20 million, I'd probably do it. Sure, if you make a profit.
20 million? No, brother. First of all, it's going to be more than 20 million.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, but we bought him for 10. If you just doubled it, I was just throwing out a easy number.
Yeah. I'm telling you, even when he joined us,
50.
I used to say from the start, I would rather see Federico Valverde as a right back. Yeah. Even though he's not natural right back, I think we should just accept the position. Okay, brother, you're gonna have solidified starter at Real Madrid wearing the captain's armband. Come on, brother, just do the job. Okay, I trust you way more. I never rated Trent like that as a right back. Yes, amazing crosser of the ball, very good in the set pieces, but once again, he's a liability to the team when it comes to defending. Other people need to cover for him all the time. It was the same case in Liverpool too. Yep. We have seen him sleep many times and costing his team goals. Okay, again, I have nothing against Trent, and I wish him nothing but success. I hope that he can come back from injury and stay healthy and do well at Real Madrid. But I'm just saying it's not that deep. If he ain't working at Real Madrid, just sell him back to Premier League. Okay, I'm sure that one of these Premier League teams gonna come in for him. And come on, man, you look at today's market, easily 40 million. I would say we can get for him.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I've been pretty early on the Fede thing. Before we even played Barcelona the first time last year, I said I think you need to be putting him out there because I saw what I don't even want to say his name. I'll say LV for everybody out there. I don't want the belt or anything like that. But
fine.
Yeah, okay. When it came to him last year, I was saying you need to be putting him there. And even if Trent's healthy, like with what we've seen so far, if we're playing a Barcelona, we're playing a Manchester City, these teams that have good attack, I want Fede Valverde there, even if Trent's healthy. Just because I don't trust Trent will never be good defensively. He's never been good defensively. So I don't trust him when it comes to that. I think you probably agree with me then, right?
I just feel like Fede will offer the team more than Trent. Trent has been, one good quality. Yeah. Trent ain't fast. Trent ain't strong in the challenge. Okay. Trent don't have the energy that Fede has. Yes, he can pass better than Fede. He can cross the ball better than Fede. But all other things in football, I take Fede over him. Physicality, pace, energy, work rate. defending, everything. I take Fede over him. So I don't know. I think it was just too good of an opportunity for Perez to let go. Because he's a marquee. Like if you look at the right backs, he's he was the most marketable right back to. You know how Perez operates.
Exactly.
He want to sell some Trent shirts and just rattle Liverpool. Okay, we bought Liverpool tears for 10 million euros. This is what we done. The whole stadium rattled. These people had just won the league and they don't even celebrate the league. They are just cussing at Trent, and I don't know, everyone in turmoil. So I think the parents just want to stir stuff up too,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Something crazy went on behind the scenes, but I think even if he comes back, like if Fede don't want to be playing as a right back, even if Trent stays, next summer we're still gonna be needing to sign a right back because the Carvajal gonna leave us anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So that option that option with him as well is going to be gone.
That's a good point.
So we're going to have only one natural right back, and really and truly, he's not even a natural right back. Trent Alexander-Arnold is not even a natural right back. So you're telling me we ain't going to have no natural right backs next season, only Trent and Fede? Come on, brother. I'm telling you, backline, we are in deep, deep trouble, Dali. That backline is worrying.
Somebody who we could have kept, a former Real Madrid product, who is actually we're going to be getting some money from him too, is Jimenez. I don't know if you actually saw this.
He used to play for Milan.
Yep, but we actually have 50% sell on for it, so we will get some of the money for it. But I mean, I don't know if that would have been an option. It's not going to be happening because he's not as marketable, like you said. But I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see. I don't think Trent's going anywhere, though, guys. Right now, I don't think it's going to be happening. But it is what it is. Thomas, appreciate you, mate. Hey, Daly, between Rodrigo and Franco Mastantuono, who is the better right winger? Matrix, do you want to take it away first? I have some thoughts on this, but if you want to answer it first, mate.
Much love to Franco Mastantuono. I think he done amazing in the last 3 games. But come on, brother. Rodrigo been here for years. He's done very well. I'm not going to say Franco better than Rodrigo after just 3 games. I need to see more from Franco. I have won Champions League with Rodrigo as a right winger. So Franco needs time, okay? Positive signs from Franco, but Rodrigo is an established player in Real Madrid. Maybe form-wise, Mastantuono is on better form than Rodrigo, but Rodrigo is even injured. And Rodrigo had just hit form. So I don't know, man. I need to see Franco to play for Real Madrid 2-3 years to give my honest opinion about him. Just 2-3 games will never make me to say he's better than Vini or he's better than Rodrigo or whatever. On his current form, yes, Franco deserves to start games. But again, I'm not going to say he's better than Rodrigo or Vini or this type of view.
I think that's fair. I would still choose Rodrigo for now. The thing with Franco Mastantuono is 18. Right, a lot of potential in there. But the thing for me when it comes to wingers, I like wingers who will go at the fullbacks. I don't think Franco's going to be doing that. He's not going to be beating them with his pace. Maybe technically he can get by them and stuff like that. But I've seen Rodrigo.
He can cook. He can cook.
Does he have the pace though to do it? Like like when you watch Vini, at Vini's best, but Mbappe's at his best. They're cooking these fullbacks. Can Franco do that?
But again, I don't really see Franco as a natural winger neither. I feel like Franco is the number 10. So.
Yep.
For being a 10, I think he has good enough pace to be a number 10, but you want your wingers to be quick players, okay? Like put these fullbacks under pressure. I can't see Franco being burning past players. Vini and Mbappe, that's like one of their strongest attributes in their game. Their pace. Kylian Mbappe is not even like as technically gifted as Vini. I would say Vini is more gifted when it comes to skills and dribbling, but Mbappe has more pace than Vini, so his pace, I don't know, man. Franco, it's going to be tough because Real Madrid right now, look how many number 10s we're going to have. Even Nico Paz is coming in next season also, so who's going to even play number 10? I don't know, man. I'm telling you.
It's a good question to have, and I was going to bring up Nico, and
it's not a good question to have.
Well, it's a good question for us to discuss. I don't know if it's a good issue for Real Madrid to have.
Brother, when you have if you had 2-3 good options, I would say okay. But with Nico Paz coming in, we're gonna have like 6 number 10s. What are we going to do with them? Jude want to play number 10. Guler want to be number 10. Franco, Brahim, Nico Paz. How about just go out there and sign an actual right winger, brother? That's good. Why are we playing players out of their natural position for how many seasons now?
Too many. Way too many. Way too many.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Appreciate you, my guy Levi, with the super chat, mate. Thank you for the suey. Thank you, the goat, man, Levi. I appreciate it, mate. For being a member too, I appreciate it. Throw up the emojis out there. I want to see them. Who are you bringing in the midfield? We need a technical player with vision like Vitinha, Pedri, McAllister, Enzo. We have no creation in the middle. Zero. I appreciate the super chat. For me, man, this is a tough one because, like you mentioned, a lot of the clear ones, right? Vitinha is my dream. Not happening. I don't see it happening. Pedri, he's not pulling a Figo. Not happening. McAllister, would he actually leave? And Enzo, the two Argentinians, I feel I can see Enzo being a Madridista, to be honest. Do you think McAllister?
I think look,
dude, I can see Enzo.
I
can see it.
I would love to have Vitinha. I think if we had Vitinha in that midfield, that's it. All our problems from the midfield side aspect at least would be solved. But once again, Florentino Perez and Nasser El Khelaifi, which is basically PSG's Florentino Perez, they have no relationship after what happened with Kylian Mbappé. After all of that Mbappé saga, okay, there is zero relationship between Real Madrid and PSG. These two clubs will not do business with each other. So Vitinha, scrap it. Pedri, this ain't FC26. This is real life.
Yep.
Ain't happening. McAllister again, if Liverpool ain't doing well this season, I think if we go out there and slap the money on the table, we can get McAllister. Enzo Fernandez, I think he's too valuable for Chelsea. And Chelsea, once again, not really a team that want to release their best players. Like, they will sell a lot of youngsters, and I don't know. But if you really look into like their best main players, they ain't really selling them. Like, they ain't going to be selling Estevao. They ain't going to be selling Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, and these people. They ain't selling these people. So if we go to if we want to go and sign Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea, these people gotta say 150 million. And I don't want to see Real Madrid spending 150 million on Enzo Fernandez, even though I think he's very good. He ain't 150 million euros player.
Yeah.
McAllister, I think 60 million. I think we can get McAllister.
You think 60 million? Dude, I don't know, but if we could,
I think 60 we can get him. Can you check how long contract he still have?
We'll pull it up. I'll throw out a name though to you as well, and I'll let you talk about it. It's somebody that I don't know how well you rate him, and I don't know how well he would fit. Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. How about that?
I think he's a good player too, but again, he ain't really that passer. He's more like a DM though.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need like a, how can I tell you, man? We need like a Vitinha, like this guy. How long is his contract, brother?
To be honest, we're looking at right now till 2028. So I mean, 2 years.
And his age?
He is 27. He's a lot older than I thought he was.
Yeah, he's tricky one then. 27. I don't really think Real Madrid gonna go for that.
He's a lot older than I thought, to be honest. Where Enzo is 25, but they also paid an arm and a leg for him. I mean, they paid above.
They paid over 100 million.
121 million, guys.
So there you go. 120 million. I'm telling you, Enzo Fernandez is gonna be minimum 150. Minimum. And 150, I don't know, brother. I don't really see Perez being willing to pay 150 for Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah. Levi, again, I appreciate the super chat, mate. It's a great question. And chat, and Levi, I want to hear from you, mate. Who do you guys want as the CM to come in, the controlling midfielder you guys want to be seeing come in? And I want, like, of course, I know you guys might be saying Vitinha, Pedri, stuff like that. Give me, like, realistic options, too. And we might take a look at them, too, because we need to be realistic when it comes to it, right? We need to be realistic. What are we saying here? I think McAllister wasn't that good this season. He is ass bad, and so as well, I just think Vitinha. I've not been watching Liverpool as much.
Guys, we want Vitinha, okay? Trust me. Even if you had an extra chromosome, you would know we need Vitinha. But again, I'm telling you, Real Madrid and PSG will not do business. Okay? Perez and Nasser Al Khelaïfi, they don't see eye to eye. Their relationship is broken fully.
Mm.
So forget about any PSG player. The only way PSG can get Real Madrid player is if the player becomes a free agent, just like Marco Asensio, or if PSG player becomes a free agent, just like Kylian Mbappe. So that's it. Forget about PSG players. Trust me, I would go to that PSG and I would take Nuno Mendes. I would take Vitinha. I would take this type of people. Imagine having Nuno Mendes as our left back. The guy is like 24, 25. I don't even know. He's young too. No, man, he's old too. He's old too, Dali.
He is 28. I know. I was just showing the chat. I was showing the chat. 35 million is what Tielemans is. I mean, I see you guys saying Angelo Stiller. Maybe Stiller. I don't know. I mean, honestly,
will Perez sign him?
Is he as marketable?
That's the thing. I don't want to be disrespectful. Much love to Angelo Stiller. Okay, he has no choice. He's born that way. Okay, you can't be punishing him for that. But again, Florentino Perez wants to have supermodels with his Louis Vuitton sponsor. Yeah. Okay, when these players put on the Louis Vuitton, even though I would think that Angelo Stiller would be an amazing option. At least would be an upgrade on Dani Ceballos. But I don't think that Florentino Perez sees him as Real Madrid caliber.
I'll tell you the name to know, guys. It's this. It's Keith Smith. Keith Smith's actually probably the name to know because he's probably the most realistic option, right?
He's a number 10 too, Dali.
I know. That's the thing I was gonna tell you but I'm telling you, he is the one to know. Technically, his main position is CM. I also have seen him play the 10. I've also seen him play DM. I'm trying to watch some more of, if I say their name wrong, I'm sorry, AZ Alkmaar, whatever it is over there in the Dutch league.
AZ Alkmaar.
AZ Alkmaar? Okay. I'm trying to watch them more. But guys, like, he's being compared to like Kevin De Bruyne is what I've seen the comparisons and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe at least they look alike, bro.
Maybe they're seeing the hair. But that's probably the name to know. And I know a lot of you guys are saying he's a 10. I mean, Matrix is saying he's a 10. He is not the normal deep lying playmaker, but that is the one that we are linked with the most. And my issue is he is coming from the Dutch league. No matter what you think of the Dutch league, it's not one of the top 5 leagues in the world, right? He has no experience other than that in any other team. And, you know, at least if he was like in a Premier League team, like a lower side in the Premier League, at least he would be going up against Premier League, Bundesliga, even like we talk about Angelo Stiller at Stuttgart. He's going against like this.
He's their captain.
Exactly. So he has that experience, but he's going against, you know, take it what it is with the Bundesliga. He's going against some of the better teams in the world, though, at least over there. You know what I mean?
Compared to Dutch league?
Compared to Dutch league. But that's, to be honest, probably the name to know because that's probably the most realistic one. And is he coming into Real Madrid and saving us? Being the controlling midfielder? I don't think so. And I have issues with that. But time will tell with that. Let's talk about, though, people who should be coming back. And there's 2 I want to talk about. Let's start first, so, with Endrick. Hat trick for Endrick this weekend. I'm trying to watch every single Lyon game. I'm doing a little lone watch over here. And, man, you see the reason why that we paid as much as we did when the kid was 16. Because he gets a hat trick this weekend. He's been excellent so far at Lyon. Not only just this game, but just as in total, he's been fantastic. He's played 3 games so far there. Hat trick already in his second game in Ligue 1. And, man, I'm just really impressed with what we've seen so far from him.
I would say let's just hope it's not a purple patch, okay, and it's not gonna like die off. He says, "Well, take Stiller and give him a mask, brother. Leave the guy alone, okay? The guy is born that way. I don't really like to make fun of people that are having some trouble like that because it's not his choice, okay? He's just born that way, my friend. He has a condition called cleft lip, and he had done a surgery for that. That's why he looks like this, okay, guys? Leave the man alone, Mawala. He has no choice.
Like I
said. But what was I talking about?
Oh, talk about Endrick.
Endrick. Let's hope that it's not a purple patch and he can keep it up for the rest of the season. Again, everything depends on, are we going to use him next season? If we ain't going to use him, I wouldn't mind keeping him on loan at Lyon. Let him stay there for even one more full season too, and play 90 minutes week in week out, and then come back to Real Madrid. But because I don't want to see him come back to Real Madrid and rot on the bench again. If we're gonna bring him back, then we have to use him. Where is he going to play? He's gonna play right winger.
I think the way that Leon's doing it right now, where there's like two at the top, and he's not the sole striker out there, I think it's the way to do it. I think he has to kind
Okay,
of
but
be
that's
like
not the system that we play, though, Dali.
Yeah, but is it in the future? Could it be in the future? I mean, like, honestly, I mean, you know, a lot of us, we're still waiting to see if Vinny will sign a contract. I expect him to sign a new contract.
He's staying, Dali.
But I still think even at the right wing, like, here's the thing. We're playing Gonzalo Garcia right now at the right wing. You're telling me that we could have put Endrick there at the right wing instead of him? I mean, we never saw...
We can.
So at the right wing, I could see him cooking because that's kind of what he's doing over there. He's coming from the right wing, coming inside. So, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. First of all, let's wait and see what will happen until end of the season. Very good start from him. I hope that he can keep the form up and he can break into the Brazil squad as well and travel and be part of the World Cup team in US too. But again, if we're going to use him, bring him back. If we ain't going to use him, I would say let him stay even one more year, okay? But I love him. I love his energy. But again, you are seeing these type of players, especially Brazilians.
Yeah.
They need confidence. They need to get confidence from their manager and from their teammates. Okay. When these people get their confidence up, they can perform good. If you break their confidence, that's it. They are finished. So Endrick is getting all the confidence at Lyon right now. All the teammates looking up to him. I don't know. He's one of the main strikers, main attackers, starting week in, week out, number 9. Do you think that's going to be the situation when he comes back to Real Madrid? You're coming back, Kylian Mbappé is here, brother. Vini Jr. is here, okay? This ain't Olympic Lyon. You think all passes ain't going to come to you, okay? 99% of the passes gonna go to Kylian Mbappé or Vini, okay? Well, you need to feed on scrubs at Real Madrid.
You're not wrong.
I
agree with you. If we're going to use them, bring them back. If you're not going to use them, let them stay out there on loan to Lyon. But of course, only on loan, with us be able to bring them back from loan immediately too. No buy option to Lyon. Do not let that happen. I'm very excited about what his possibilities are. I think right wing / second striker, right striker, something like that. I think it's like a 3-4-1-2 system that they're doing over there. Now, the thing is, we haven't seen him under Arbeloa. You know, we got rid of him. He went on loan when Xabi was still the manager at the time. So I don't know what Arbeloa's thoughts are on the guy. I would love to ask Arbeloa about him and what his thoughts are. But the other person I want to talk about, and he didn't have the best game this weekend, is Nico Paz. We just talked about the 10 situation that we're talking about. We just talked about Keith Smith, who's probably a number 10. I'm telling you, though, based on what I've seen, of course, it is Como. It is Serie A. Nico Paz looks legit. And in my opinion, I think he could come in here and like demand minutes because I think he's like that talented. I can see it. And not only that, too, if we're talking marketability, too, that's a handsome looking dude. So I think the market, Florentino Perez, he likes, handsome FC, long neck FC.
He Real Madrid quality, bro.
Yes.
He Real Madrid quality.
He is. Okay. But I've been very impressed so far. I don't know how many of those games have you seen in Serie A of Nico Paz?
I've seen a couple of games. Yeah, I don't really follow the Serie A, but I try to look into, because I wanted to also assess the ostrich, Jacobo Ramon too, because there are reports that maybe he's gonna be coming back to Mawara, that guy,
long neck FC.
Him and Dean Huysen, they're gonna compete for the longest neck in the squad, all right? But again, I wanted to see how he performs too, because there are reports that he's going to be one of the center backs that we're going to bring in to Real Madrid next season. I don't know how I should feel about that with Jacobo Ramon, but he done well.
Mm-hmm.
Nico Paz has been doing amazingly, but once again, I can see. Look, I want to be positive, and I want to see Nico Paz being the player that he's at Como at Real Madrid. But I can give you like a prime example, all right? The prime example is Coutinho to Barcelona. Coutinho
Yeah.
at Liverpool, okay, he dictates everything. The ball comes to him. He decides if he wants to release the attacker or he wants to go on and shoot and score by himself, okay? He comes to Barcelona, that's not the case. All the balls are going to Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is the man who's going to dictate the game and either pass or shoot. What happens with Coutinho? Coutinho dies off because if he ain't getting the balls, he's not going to be able to create danger and score goals and so on. Nico Paz right now at Como, he wearing the number 10. Everything is going through Nico Paz. Okay, Nico Paz is deciding if he wants to create for the attackers or he wants to go on a solo run and score. Yeah. At Real Madrid, that ain't the situation. Once again, you have Kylian Mbappé, you have Vini, Jude, you have big boy players here. They ain't gonna be taking a back step and let Nico Paz be the main man and create. And I don't know. So I'm telling you, it's difficult to say. All of these players that we are mentioning, Keith Smith, I don't know, Nico Paz.
Yeah.
All of these people, unless I see you perform amazingly while wearing the Real Madrid jersey, I'm not going to be judging you at all, okay? Amazing stuff you're doing at Como, but Como and Real Madrid, two totally different stories. That's it. You had a bad game this week at Como. Only me and Dali right now, we are sitting here talking about. You don't see it out there in the news, in the Instagram, or Nico Paz fumbling the ball. You come to Real Madrid, you misplace one pass. It's going to be all over Instagram the day after, okay? True. Your repetition will crush very quickly at Real Madrid or Barcelona. There are no room for errors at these type of teams. You make a mistake, everyone going to know about it immediately. So I don't know. It's a complicated situation, to be honest.
I think it's fair to be skeptical of them until they are wearing that famous white kit, to be honest with you. I think that's 100% fair. I think you can appreciate with what they're doing at the clubs that they're at. Lyon right now, hat tricks in the French league, you know. Nico Paz, I think he's like leading in terms of GA so far in Serie A, or he's like top 2, something like that. He's done very well. Now, again, like you mentioned, I think the same thing that we talked about with Brahim Diaz when it went to Morocco. The system is formed around Brahim Diaz because he's the number 10. He is their best player. Same thing happens with Nico Paz. Same thing happens when Arda Güler goes over to Turkey. And I know a lot of the Turkey fans come in here and say, you know, give it to Arda. You see what he does in the national team. When you come to Real Madrid, everybody is the superstar of their national team. Everybody is a superstar in their own right. Now, and so you have to adapt to that too. Nico Paz would not be in here and be the number 10. He would probably be, honestly, a squad player, a role player, somebody coming off the bench. It's probably what he'd be.
He will play as a right winger.
As Will would say, he's our deep lying playmaker to be coming in, even though the guy basically plays a striker.
I watched Como. The guy is playing false 9. He's basically the striker. Now all of a sudden he's gonna be playing DM next to Tchouaméni next season, right? No, man, that ain't gonna be happening, brother.
And that's why right there, that's why we're trying to watch the games, guys. That's why we're trying to watch the games. Levi, I appreciate the super chat. The Sui, again, mate, thank you very much, mate. What are we saying? Move Mbappe to the left, move the baby out, play with a true number 9. He is still very raw. I think you're talking about Endrick. I think the baby. I think you're talking about Vini Jr., if I had to guess. So, because I know you don't use those emojis in there, but it is what it is. This is what I would do. I would move Mbappe to the left and play with a true striker out there. Now, here's the thing. I don't think that's going to be happening. What we want and what will happen are probably different things. I believe both Matrix and I don't want to speak for you, Matrix. I think you're still Vinny out, no matter what has happened in the previous
couple games.
Brother.
I can't be more clear than I have been so far.
That's why I wanted to speak for you a little bit, but give you the option if you change your mind. I didn't think so, but
there's no change my mind over 4 games. No, man.
That's fair. That's
again.
But
I want Vini out, but guys, you are watching the training footage, okay, and you are seeing what Arbeloa is saying to Vini. Arbeloa is even considered himself lower than Vini at Real Madrid. So how do you think that Vini going to leave? And come on now, Florentino Perez has been running after Vini for over a year now to sign a contract. This contract saga hasn't started now. This contract saga been going on since last season. Okay? So Vini is going to stay minimum 4 or 5 more years of Vini. Is going to be like he's going to get a 4 or 5 years contract. Now, For how many more years he's going to survive at Real Madrid, it depends on him and how fast he will decline. Because I can see maybe when he's like 28, 29, he's going to leave for Saudi or something. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. He Brazilian. They are
I-
not for the long run, okay? Brazilian wingers, they ain't for the long run, my
for
friend.
30.
They're gonna be here. Yeah. 30.
I'm just saying,
No,
at
man.
30, but listen. At 30, you are gone. Like, name a Brazilian who's
At
over 30 that's
he got
good.
at 30, 90% of them got a beer belly, man, at 30. They are finished. I'm telling you. All of these people, I would say like max 27, 28, and then that's going to be declining. And when they decline also, they're going to decline quick. It's like you just hit a switch and overnight he's finished, man. Out of nowhere, he's done.
He said 4 more years of Vini, God help me.
But only God can help all of us, okay?
Levi also said the one Matrix is right from all the YouTubers is Matrix. Dally and Miguel are getting too excited. Talk about global there. Hey, I'm excited about these players, but I mean, Matrix is right when we say that. And, you know, I still think we need to be seeing these players come to Real Madrid, and they need to be doing it at Real Madrid before we can fully judge them. But again, when it comes to these young players, like a Franco Massantuono, I feel like people want immediate gratification with it and expect a finished product when the kid's 18. I just don't expect it. I just don't expect
He's for
it,
the
long term.
Don't get me wrong, guys. Based on the performances that Nico Paz has been doing and the fact that he's our own product, okay, and we can just bring him back to the club for only 10 million, 9 or 10 million euros, it's a no-brainer, okay? It's a no-brainer. He deserves to come back to Real Madrid. Now it's going to be down to him if he can show his qualities. Okay, Real Madrid is a club that I expect to have superstars in every position, not only one or two like big boy superstars. I expect to see superstars cross the field, all the way from the goalie to the striker. I want to see all of them being superstars, and at the same time being able to work together as a unit, because the club is the biggest superstar out there anyways. There is no one that is bigger than the club anyways. All of these people, Cristiano and these people, when they joined, this club had already 5-6. When Ronaldo joined, we had already 9 Champions League trophies. It's not like we had 0 and then Ronaldo came and we started winning. Okay, we hadn't won it for 12 years, but again, even back then, we still had more than everyone else. Still to this day, nobody has reached even 9 Champions League trophies that we had in 2002.
Facts.
So this club is the true superstar. Look at all the players that we had back in the days. These people play together, okay? Gento and of course, I didn't watch them play, but again, you look at on paper, they are like crazy players. Yeah, Gento won 6 Champions League trophies with Real Madrid. Di Stefano and these people winning the first 5 Champions League trophies together as a team. This club is just different level, okay? You need to be able to play as a team. When you come and join Real Madrid, you should be expecting to have superstars as your teammates. As simple as that. You can't be just walking into the club and be the main man. Unless, of course, you're like Kiki or, I don't know, CR7 or this level of player. But if you, Nico Paz, you need to come to Real Madrid and know your role, okay? You can earn it, though. Throughout the years, you can earn it to be the main man. It's down to you, brother.
Yeah, I think that's fair, guys. This will be redirecting to Football Chaos, where both Matrix and I will be doing. But give me your questions. We'll do some rapid fire questions for the last like 5-10 minutes or whatever before we hop over there. So I want to hear from you guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to both myself and Matrix. I don't know what we're doing. Levi calls him, get the hell out of my club. He loves it. I like it. If you guys haven't subscribed and liked the video,
I have no mercy, guys. Look, I love
the agenda is for us to win. That's all you care about, right?
I love the badge. I don't have any personal connection with none of those players. Of course, I appreciate them, but again, I take the badge over all of them, no matter what these players have done in the past for Real Madrid or whatever. If you ain't doing the job right now, I'm going to be calling you out, because I'm demanding success and I'm demanding trophies, and I only want the best for the club. I don't care if Kylian Mbappé scores all the goals or someone else scores the goals. The only thing that I care about is Real Madrid winning games, Real Madrid winning trophies, adding to our trophy cabinet even more, adding even more numbers, okay? Being even bigger club, just upgrading all the time. This is what I care about. I don't care about Vini or none of them. I have no personal connection to none of these people. If I see any of them is hurting Real Madrid, I'm going to be calling them out. If I feel like any of these players in this current moment right now ain't Real Madrid level, I'm going to be saying you need to leave Real Madrid. As simple as that. Even if he was Cristiano Ronaldo right now playing for Real Madrid, if he ain't doing the job and we can upgrade in that position, I would say, Cristiano Ronaldo, thank you for everything, but it's time to leave Real Madrid. Simple.
Yeah, I think that's 100% fair. Matrix, we will go rapid fire for some of these questions, okay? So let's do it.
Yeah.
Jermaine says that midfielder we need won't show up until World Cup. Maybe yes, not happening in January, in my opinion.
No. I think but again,
Maybe.
it's going to be World Cup, so let's see who's going to be the standout player in
That's
the World
true.
Cup, because usually Real Madrid spend big after World Cups.
I think that's true. You were pro Alonso being more strict. How does that look after the Endrick hat trick? I think he should have played Endrick, to be honest with you.
Alonso done many mistakes, but I blame the players more. I would say that the players, after the season that they had, they should be more humble and try to listen to the manager and get on his plan. I can't even judge Xabi Alonso fully, because I don't think that the players really played for him and followed his instructions to the T anyway. So maybe he's going to go to Premier League and do amazing for himself. Who knows?
I can see it. I think he'll go to Liverpool, to be honest with you guys. What kind of attack would you like to see at Madrid? You can use transfers. Mbappé left wing. I don't think Holland would work as a striker alongside Mbappé, but Mbappé, some sort of striker who can actually sit in the box. And then I'm open to like Rodrigo, Franco, Endrick as like the right winger. I don't think we need to go. I mean, yes, you can upgrade, but I'd be give me Yamal if I could, but obviously we're not going to. But Matrix, what do you say?
My biggest concern at Real Madrid right now is the back line. I don't think about the attack right now. I look at that back line and I see maybe just 2, max 3 player that I can keep. I need to offload like 6 or 7 people and upgrade there. We can have Ronaldo and Messi prime, both of them in the same team. If the back line is dirt, we ain't winning trophies. We ain't winning games, because they can score all the goals. If the back line is letting you down, then you ain't gonna be winning the game anyways. So simple. Yeah. Just like the Clásico last season, yeah? We scored 3 goals away from home at Barcelona. The defense cost us 4 goals. We lost the game. Simple. So attack wins you games. Good defense wins you trophies, my brother. Simple as that.
And that's all we care about. That's all we care. My dream is to get the boy from the academy, the best right back, to get Hakimi back. I would love a Hakimi, to be honest.
He ain't coming back. He just signed the contract at PSG. Once again, he PSG player. Forget about all PSG players.
Many reports saying Vitinha has 90 million in formal release. If true, what do you think? I would be surprised. Here's the thing. I think it's illegal. I think it's illegal in France, though. I don't think they can have a release clause.
I'm not sure about these ones. I need to go and look into it. But if there is any type of release clause, Real Madrid even double that and pay. Big up to you, brother, okay? ARP Real, Mawada. Big up to you.
We'll leave it to here. I think the same Matrix, lifelong fan. And guys,
big up, brother.
Appreciate it. Always appreciate my guy Matrix hopping on the channel too.
Thank you guys so much, bro.
If you haven't subscribed, link is pinned to the title of this video, description, pinned to the top of the chat. It will be in the collab feature. Subscribe to my guy Matrix. Subscribe to myself. Like the video, like the stream. If you guys want to see us do this more, let me know. And guys, we will redirect you over to Football Chaos, where we will be there.
Guys, we're gonna do this more.
We'll do a bit more.
Whether you like it or not, Mawada, we gotta do this more.
You like it, though. You like it. One sec. Before we get out of here, let's make sure we get this in, too. I appreciate the super chat again, Levi. Thank you very much, mate. Matrix, will you change your channel name to get the hell out of my club? Matrix, it's up to you.
The answer is no, brother, okay? The football matrix gonna stay the football matrix. Nothing is changing, Mawada. That's it. Get used to Matrix, Mawada. We here.
I love it. Well, guys, I appreciate you all. Again, like the video, subscribe if you're new around here, guys. We'll be back, of course. Preview coming up tomorrow, too. Probably up tonight for members, too. So if you guys are members, stay on the tune. Look out for that one, guys. Should be dropping here very soon for the Benfica game. Guys, will we be joining Chaos? Yes, we're going to be redirecting right now, guys. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Cheers. Hala Madrid.
Big up.